Good morning. NWA Prepper here. It may not be where you are, but it's 4 o'clock in the morning and cold where I'm at. And I don't know what you do when you can't sleep, but I decided to go to work. Anyway, something on my mind today is basic preparedness, but I'm certainly not talking about the zombie apocalypse, though it's just as important then as it is now. Whew, guess I should have shaved. I'm talking about basic home safety. Just run-of-the-mill, the basic stuff you can get that I think everyone needs to have. And I've mentioned it in parts again or before, but I'm talking about things like a basic home first aid kit, a fire extinguisher, and a smoke detector with functioning batteries. Let me say that again. It has to have batteries that are good. Change them every year, twice, daylight savings time, change your clock, change your batteries. Why are those so important to me? Those three things, and I'm going to expand upon them, but those three things are absolutely the most common things that you can use to take care of yourself and your family. A home first aid kit, which we still have a few more days. I think about 10 or 12, I forget which, till March 10th, I think, is the last day for the NWA February Prepper Challenge. I guess that would make it the February-March challenge, but whatever. This month's challenge is just to talk about or show your first aid kit. And I've seen some great trauma kits and IFAKs, but I've also been blessed to see just a couple regular first aid kits for the home or for their car. And it's been a blessing. I mean, I love to see it. Regular first aid kit. Band-Aids. I know that's a brand. Adhesive bandages. You know, some triple antibiotic ointment. Over-the-counter medicines. Your Tylenol, your ibuprofen, your antacid, your allergy pills. Just everyday items. You know, I mean, and if it's at home, you can expand upon it by having some cold medicine or some sinus medicine at home, even when you don't need it. Nothing is more bothersome than when you're not feeling well to have to go to the store to get Pepto-Bismol, or, you know, to get sinus medicine. Oh, I hate that zombie walk to go get sinus medicine. So don't do that. Pick it up ahead of time. Keep it in the medicine cabinet. Get you a little plastic tub. I'm a big tub guy. Get you a plastic tub. Put some of that stuff in. Put it under the sink in the bathroom. It doesn't matter. Regular over-the-counter, everyday medicines, everyday first aid stuff you need to have in your home. Even before you go buy any more beans or bullets, go buy some more bandages. Get you a home first aid kit. Dollar Tree, dollar store, whatever your little cheap dollar place is a great place to pick up some of that. So then you need to have a fire extinguisher. And it does not have to be a 50-pound extinguisher on wheels with a 25-foot hose ready to attack fire all over my house. You don't need that. Go get you a little tiny one for your kitchen to put not by your stove, but by wherever you're going to leave your kitchen, away from the stove. Don't put it over the stove. Don't put it under the stove. It needs to be a little bit away from the stove. Mount one on the wall. Put in a cabinet that you know where it's at, and then get you a 5-pound ABC extinguisher and set by the front door, the back door, somewhere, so when you're on your way out, in the event the fire's too big to put out, then you can get out. You're not going out of your way to get your extinguisher. If it's small and you can head to your extinguisher and pick it up, if you turn around and the fire's big enough that it bothers you, then just leave. Call 911 right away. But just a regular extinguisher, 5-pound is a pretty big one for some, but it can save your house and thus save your life. And then my big one this morning is a smoke detector. You need them. You need to replace them about every 10 years. Because the way that they work, and I'm not going to get into the science of how that smoke detector works. If you want to know and don't want to Google it, you just let me know and I'll send you resources out the wazoo. But those sensors in there, they only are designed to work so long. And so about every 10 years, 8 to 10, go ahead and swap those bad boys out. They're not expensive. You can get some that are $5. There are some new ones that have a 10-year battery in them. That means you don't have to change the battery every year. You can't even. That are awesome. They're about $20, $25. I apologize for not knowing the exact price. But they've gotten big letters on them. 10-year battery. They're awesome. You get them out of the package, you pull a little I don't know what they're called. Little piece of plastic that activates them. You hit a button that turns the battery on. They work in different ways, but you activate it. You hang it on the wall, and when it starts beeping, it's time to be replaced. You don't want your smoke detectors to get terribly dirty. You don't want to spray cleaners on them or anything. Just a warm, wet cloth. Wipe them down when you change the batteries, if you need to change the batteries. They're important. Every one of those packages inside of it will have a diagram on placement, on where you want to place them. If you need help on how many you need and can't understand it or can't Google it and find good diagrams from a manufacturer of smoke detectors, from the NFPA, National Fire Protection Association, call your local fire department. That may not be their everyday thing, but I promise they're willing to look it up. But they probably know it off the top of their head. Firemen are great guys. They go to school all the time. They're smart. Some of them are goofy looking, but they know about smoke detectors. And some of them, some departments also have access to grants and funding that can provide you a smoke detector. Or a voucher for one, or at the very least, if you can't put one up yourself, don't hesitate to call your fire department and go, hey guys, I've got a deal. I can't get on a ladder. I don't have a ladder. I can't reach where it needs to go. I'm sick, or whatever. Call them and say, could you guys come out and help me install this? And most fire departments will help you with that. Not all of them. Not all of them have the capabilities or the manpower. Now, that's hard on volunteer departments because they don't always have people running around. But I bet somebody in your department's willing to help you. Get them up. Put them up properly. I know cooking bacon sets off your smoke detector and it's such a hassle and it just beeps and goes off. and blah, 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 blah. And none of that matters when it wakes you up in the middle of the night and you don't die. You can have all the emergency preps in the world. You can have that badass AR tricked out to the world. You can go get training for that because that's important. You can have 100 years worth of food and water, 50 million rounds of ammunition, and tons of bandages. And if a fire breaks out in your home and you die of asphyxiation, or if you die of smoke inhalation, it means nothing. All that effort, all that time to preserve your life, to live on so that you can share your belief in God, so you can take care of other people and love your family and friends, are worthless. What a waste. A $10 smoke detector with functioning batteries can completely take care of that. I've never heard of someone not being woken up and being able to get out of a house of someplace with a working smoke detector. Not saying it hadn't happened, but I haven't heard about it, and I kind of follow that kind of stuff a little bit. So get a smoke detector. Make sure it's got batteries. Make sure it's replaced every 8 to 10 years. By all means, get a fire extinguisher. Learn to use it. Again, the fire department's a great place. Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. It's not a terribly difficult thing. Even I can do it. And get a home first aid kit. It doesn't have to be expensive. I love expensive first aid kits. I love to learn new things. I love to get new knowledge and then go get the tools I need to use that new knowledge. Basic tools. I guess I'm kind of griping. Get those things in your house. You need them. Your family needs them. Your preps need them. You have to protect your preps. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the things that I talk about, if you have any problems, concerns, you can shoot me an email. You can message me. Heck, put it in the comments. I don't care. Like everyone, I'm not necessarily like to be bashed, but that's okay. Bash away. Travis@adventurefrontier.com is my email. I think there's a way to message me on YouTube, but I don't remember. NWAprepper.com has all my social media links, has all my emails, my websites, all that. NWAprepper.com. I'll be glad to answer any questions. I can help you. First aid and emergency stuff is what it's all about. Thanks for watching. Let's get ready.